Okay, so basically what I have to do, I have to create an image element, and then I have to add it to a virtual DOM. Instead of the main DOM, I have to add it to the virtual DOM. So basically what it does is create something like an iframe or something like a iframe kind of thing. Like basically what iframe uses, the same thing this virtual DOM will use. We call it as a shadow element, and whatever element we have created, we have to add in the shadow thing, not in the main DOM. So let's code that part up. This dot attach shadow. We are creating a shadow. Its mode is open, and then we are creating an image tag. It will be a part of this document create element image. This is the way you are creating an image. Then you will add shadow append child this dot image. Okay. So once this thing is added to the main the shadow thing, you will call connected callback, and connected callback will call another method called render, which we declare here. Okay. Then at this thing, you have to create a canvas element. So what I'm going to do is I'll create a canvas, uh, and I'll have then I will do something like this, like source of the image is okay. Some issue, like my hard drive is connected now. So image img.src, this .img image.src is canvas to data URL, and we'll set some width to it, like something like we'll store the device width and height called in a variable called w and h, like Windows width and height. And we set canvas width as Windows width is W, and canvas height as H. And we will say we'll create another variable called context, which will get the context of canvas to D. Okay, so we'll with this context thing we can draw a certain property, certain shapes and certain colors. So let's draw certain of black black rectangle. So it will be 0 0 W comma H. Okay, so I'm not setting any fill, like let's have something called the fill style as red or something red. Okay, you will have a red rectangle here. So if I run this thing, okay, I'm starting Python simple HTTP server to run this thing. Okay, so now you will have nothing. You have only JS. I forgot one part. You have to call this file from from a HTML file, and before that you have to define the element custom web element or web component and or HTML element. So its custom elements are defined. We'll have something called video with stars comp, and it is video star component. Okay, so we'll have an index.html here. We'll set the script part here. Okay, and okay, we'll have some tag here, like whatever thing you are defining web component we are defining, we'll have a tag for it, and we have to just use that tag in the HTML thing. Okay, now let's run this thing. Okay, not this one. Okay, you are having a rectangle here. So you can set this in the SRC part, you can set the any URL, and canvas thing will have its own URL. If you do dot to data URL. So whatever we are doing here, I'm explaining this whatever we're doing here. So IMG is an image tag. You can have its SRC as an URL, and canvas has its own URL called data URL. So when you do to data URL, it will give you a URL. So it will be something like this format. If you do inspect, yeah. So this is the SRC part, data AMG slash PNG base 64 thing, and this thing. So what I discussed with you, like I'm using this shadow thing. So shadow, instead of putting this thing below that video with stars component, it will create a shadow root virtual DOM, and it will add the IMG here. You can see the shadow root thing here. So this is your shadow. Okay, and it's open means you can add some component to it, HTML to it. Okay, I'm done with this video. In the next part I'll start creating more logic.